I'm Caroline Hansberry and I'm studying just variability in sports performance with different types of sports skills. So discrete skills, like something that happens just once, like a throw, and continuous skills where it's a continuous movement like cycling or rowing. So for me it's throwing and rowing that I'm looking at variability in performance. Our thoughts are that people try and discourage you from being variable in your performance. They always try and get you to repeat your actions the whole time, which of course can lead to injury. For a long time it used to be said that you wanted the same thing all the time and you wanted them to repeat the same level, because if you're running as fast as you can, then you need to repeat that again to run as fast as you can. Whereas actually they're finding now that if you have low variability, you have a high risk of injury. So we don't want that to happen. You do not want your athlete to have an injury of any description during the season. It throws them off obviously for any length of time. So basically we think that the greater the variability the better. But we want to look at how do you increase variability, what sports have low variability and need to be increased, and whether you can train somebody to be more variable. It's subtle differences, it's not huge variability, it's subtle differences. I did sports science and came back, so I've been in the department basically for the last 6 years. Before that, I wouldn't have said I was hugely scientific, I was just hugely curious. So while I didn't call it scientific, I suppose anybody else looking in probably did, but I never would have said it was scientific when I was in school at all. But I think my curiosity is what brought me to sports science, and it's definitely what's brought me from sports science to a postgrad in UL. The most challenging part of the research, and if anyone says any different, is actually to keep going. Even it's different to being in a taught postgrad where you have your timetable and you go in for an hour, you go in for your whatever 20 hours a week, and that you have to go to that timetable. You don't when you're doing a research master's or research PhD. So you have to push yourself, and that's definitely the biggest challenge, to keep the momentum going all of the time, even though you might have gone backwards in 1 week. You need to know that you can go forward the week after. It's just to be able to come in every day, even though you'll have some bad days, to know that there'll eventually be a good day. I think now is the time to undertake a postgraduate course. It's the perfect opportunity that you want to go and you want to have the edge on somebody else who's applying for the same job, and as well as that you get brilliant experience. You get to work with teams, you get to work with professionals, you get to work with from everyday people who are novices to experts, and you get to see how what you're doing can help everyone in between.